What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Impact Purpose Leadership Podcast. I am Rodolfo Bonates, your host. I recently have started working with an Orangetheory owner for our consulting services. And I started looking back at my career at Orangetheory and what I'm doing now with this client. And I wanted to dissect Orangetheory Fitness, the brand. What makes this brand so successful? And not only so successful today, but it's built its success over time, over a decade. If you don't know where OTF is, Orangetheory Fitness, I truly believe it's the best 1 hour full body workout for looking to get started on a fitness journey, on fitness goals. When we break down Orangetheory Fitness as a business, it's been in business for 14 years. 14 years of success in this fitness world where, honestly, it's a challenge. It's a challenge to be able to build long-term success in a forever changing dynamic world, which is the fitness industry. If we go all the way back in time to see where fitness started to where it's now, it's two completely different things. OTF was created by Ellen Latham. Her story is wonderful. She does have a book out there. I highly suggest you investing some time into reading her book. But Ellen originally brought the workout methodology back in the 90s, where she was running a kind of a boot camp workout style out of her garage called Ellen's Ultimate Workout. And fast forward, she met her two wonderful partners today, Dave Long and Jerome Kern, who were fitness enthusiasts at the time. They got together, decided to go into business together, and there was created Orangetheory Fitness, where Orangetheory Fitness launched their first studio back in 2010 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 14 years later, we've seen rapid growth, one of the fastest growing fitness franchise in the world, with over 1,500 locations worldwide in 25 different countries, and a little bit over 1,300 of those studios being here in the U.S. alone. So you might think, wow, how does a business exponentially grow like that? The first answer and the simple answer is patience. My friend, if you're listening to this and you got this big boss idea that you're getting ready to roll it out to the world, be patient. Orangetheory didn't get where it's at today back in 2010. They had patience, they had vision, they had a mission, they had values that took them into what they are today. And if you ask any successful business owner out there that's been in business for 10, 20 plus years, they're going to tell you the same thing, that what they are today wasn't what they were back then. And a lot of times we humans, especially in today's world, we are in search of that instant gratification. Unfortunately, we have finance gurus out there preaching you how to make easy money. And there's no such thing as easy. There's no such thing as good luck. There is such thing as hard work. And Ellen Latham, Dave Long, and Jerome Kern had the hard work to be put to get to where they are today, 14 years later, 1,500 plus studio across 25 different countries. Now, the lens that I really want to highlight today is their values, how you can clearly see their values being portrayed in the day-to-day of running their business. And we can see this in a franchise model that the big corporate office doesn't have much control of your local Orangetheory Fitness studio. But how are they able to really live these values, starting all the way at the top and trickling all the way down to your local studio owner? And it's as simple as that. Is stick true. Stick true to whatever expectations you roll out. And whenever there is a mistake, don't give up. Get back to the drawing board. So Orangetheory Fitness lives by 5 amazing values, and it's innovation, community, passion, integrity, accountability, and I think they just added a new one, which is unity. It's amazing. Shout out to them. But how do we see this in the day-to-day? And today I want to bring you the member perspective, but also the company perspective, right? Innovation. We start with innovation. I think innovation has been something that Orangetheory has done so well, of constantly leading the fitness industry when it comes to innovative heart rate based interval training. In a business perspective, we look at innovation where they first started 14 years ago with having to use third-party companies when it came to their heart rate tracking. Today, they have their own system. The amount of data that Orangetheory has to the point of identifying people's engagement with the data that they have, the heart rate, is amazing. And that innovation continuously was shown when it came to heart rate based interval training. Starting with, again, third-party companies to now owning their own product. They saw the formula as your general typical formula, wasn't targeting majority of the population. So what do? They innovate a personal formula that grabs your average heart rate every single workout, and it creates a formula based on you and only you. So we see that innovation happening throughout the history, throughout 14 years of building that success. The most recent one they did in a member's perspective was coming out of the pandemic. There was this big article that strength training was actually better for burning fat, for losing some weight. And what does Orangetheory do? Innovate a class dedicated for strength training. But then they saw that, oh, wait a minute, our typical class is cardio and strength. And right now we completely eliminated a formed group out of these classes. So what do? They come out and have their tread classes. So you see that innovation constantly being shown up throughout the growth of the business. Community. When I used to work for Orangetheory, that was one of my favorite values. You see community not only in the member base, right, of celebrating wins. That's something that Orangetheory does really well. But in a business perspective, the community of being part of the community where you are at. Corporate does a really great job at being present in different institutions and different charities, but they trickle that down to your local studio, where it's about growing and contributing when it comes to that community of Orangetheory. Another one favorite when I used to work there was passion, because the employees, we teach them that it's a passionate job. Now, in your typical gym, and this is not bad mouthing your box gym, Gold's Gym, Crunch Fitness, LA, Equinox, you get a scan tag. And when you go into the gym, you scan your tag and you might get a hello, you might get a goodbye when you leave, but the chances of that happening is slim. Well, at Orangetheory, they use their passion to ensure that every single person is greeted, that they try to get everybody's name and greet them by their name and build that connection, build that passion. And then we look at it into a member's perspective. If you talk to any Orangetheory goer, they're going to tell you it's like drinking the orange Kool-Aid, as it's a cult, the good cult, right? But that's the passion that they have. Integrity. I see this integrity in a business perspective, their sales process. Their sales process is outstanding. When you walk into an Orangetheory, that sales associate is trained to sell based on your goals, not on price. They want to get to know you on an individual level to help you goal set and then present you the right membership based on everything you told them, your scheduled, your finances, whatever it is. They want to put the best membership option for you to achieve long-term success. So the integrity there of not having initiation fees, not having all those BS fees that other gyms, that other businesses might charge you, they have the integrity to be everything up front. This is what it is, and let's get you working. Let's get you towards your goals. And last but not least, accountability. Accountability, it's important, especially when it comes into a fitness concept business. Accountability in a member perspective is you don't come to class, you're going to get charged. We want you to come to class. We want you to hold yourself accountable to coming to class. Another way that they show accountability is when a member joins. Orange Theory understands that the first 3 weeks of starting a habit is one of the most hardest weeks. It's crucial. And in those 3 weeks alone, the team at the studio level is trying to contact you 4 different times to ensure that you're keeping yourself accountable, that you're keeping yourself motivated to coming into classes. And then when we looked at accountability in a business perspective, 1,500 plus studios, right? You have to be able to hold your partners, the franchisees, accountable. You got to be able to have them attend meetings. You got to be able to hold them accountable to following these values. So what makes Orange Theory so successful is patience, number one. And I think number two, the root of it all, the base of it all, is sticking true to their expectations, sticking true to their mission, vision, value, to portraying that MVV, especially the values, to their partners, to the franchisees. And when you connect this with your business today, think about it. Are you living your values every single day? Are you connecting with the clientele that you have through those values, through the mission, through the vision of the company? So there you have it, team. Orangetheory Fitness, it's a wonderful brand. Congratulations, Ellen Latham, Dave Long, Jerome Kern, for 14 years of success. And I know you guys are nowhere near towards that finish line, Back in 2019, Dave, when you had your mountain climb speech, was really one of the best speeches I've heard. And you knew that 2019, when Orange Theory was at its most successful point, you knew that was in the peak. And I know you guys know that peak is still a roads ahead, and continue to thrive towards it. You guys done a wonderful job. And one day, I truly hope to have the privilege and honor to have one of you guys here in the podcast. Team, thank you for the privilege of tuning in to the Impact Purpose Leadership Podcast. I am Rodolfo Bonates, your host, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace and love.